For more than 60 years, popes have celebrated Mass for Ash Wednesday in the ancient Basilica of Santa Sabina, the oldest existing basilica in Rome that has preserved its original architectural style, with the blessing and the imposition of ashes on the faithful. It's also customary for the Pope to lead a procession from the nearby Church of St. Anselm that inaugurates the church's solemn Lenten season leading up to Easter. Because of his health condition, this year's procession and Mass were celebrated by Cardinal Angelo de Donatis, the Vatican's major penitentiary and the Pope's delegate. This is the first time in 20 years that a Pope has missed the Lenten liturgy due to hospitalization. The last time it happened was when Pope St. John Paul II suffered severely declining health in 2005. In the homily written by Pope Francis, he emphasized that the imposition of the holy ashes brings to mind not only the memory of what we are, but also the hope of what we will be.
Although we receive the ashes with our heads bowed in remembrance of who we are, the Lenten season does not end there. On the contrary, we are invited to lift our eyes to the one who rises from the depths of death and brings us from the ashes of sin and death to the glory of eternal life.
Alla gloria della vita eterna.
Just last week, while the Pope was still in the hospital, the Vatican published the Holy Father's Lenten letter. And in it, the Pope urged the faithful to embrace this season as a time of personal and communal conversion. The Pope also went on to write that it would be a good Lenten exercise for us to compare our daily life with that of a migrant or foreigner, to learn how to sympathize with their experiences, in this way discover what God is asking of us. Maria José Méndez Evoria migrated nearly 40 years ago when she fled her home country of Cape Verde to Italy. In an interview with EWTN, she expressed the importance of empathy for the plight of the migrant.
Maybe the Pope, like me, an immigrant, understands that there is a frequent tendency that goes against the real significance of what migration is. So now the Pope reminds people to place the person at the center of our reflections. We must see the migrant as a person.
The Pope reminded the faithful in his letter that our lives, too, are a journey, one that should be directed toward God, with the help of God.
As a Catholic, I was helped so much by my faith. In my journey, there were so many moments of sadness, of pain. I fell, but I was able to get back up. And I don't believe I would have been able to do this alone. I had support from the Eternal Father. In my case, I call him the Eternal Father.
It's that kind of support from our Eternal Father that the Pope exhorted all the faithful to seek in our own lives.
Let us persevere in the certainty that ever since the Lord took upon himself the ashes of humanity, the history of earth is the history of heaven. God and man are bound together in a single destiny.
In Rome, Valentina Di Donato, EWTN News.